Good morning. It's very early, very dark, very foggy, very horrible. I'm off to do hopefully 50 miles this morning. It's going to be a bleak start. Well, I'm 12 and a half miles in. It is grim. I thought it was just going to be foggy, but it's actually been raining quite a lot. Oh, it's type 2 fun. But I'm just coming up to the Audax Riders Saviour, the trusty co-op stores. I'm very tempted to go and have something warm to drink, but I'm only 12 miles in, only a quarter of the way in. Shall I? Yeah, I think so. Might have to have something to eat as well. I'll tell you a bit more about type 2 fun in a bit, in case you're not familiar with it. Well, the good news is brightening up. I feel a bit better for having a coffee, a Portuguese tart and a maple and pecan slice. But we're both still warm. That's what you need, isn't it? So I'm heading now, just gone through Long Bennington where the trusty co-op was. You could also line a co-op, can't you? They're great shops, I like them. And I'm heading out towards Cotham, I think it is, and I'm going to pick up the start of a cycle route that follows an old railway line. It kind of starts in the middle of nowhere really, but it ends up at Newark Northgate station. You go past some lakes at Balderston on the way, and you go past a rubbish dump. It tends to smell a bit there. So that's where I'm off this morning. So, just coming up to the start of it. Being so murky, I didn't realise I was right next to this wind farm. I always think it's somewhat graceful. It's quite therapeutic hearing it swish around. I think there's actually 3, but because it is so murky I can only actually see 2 at the moment. Here's the third wind turbine, just behind there. So that first hour this morning, it was really grim. It's that kind of time when you think, am I really doing the right thing? It was dark, it was foggy, and it was raining. Couldn't see a thing because my glasses were wet and steamed up. It was grim. Type 2 fun. At the time, not pleasant, but afterwards you think, actually I got up, got out of bed, and yeah, I was out on my bike. It was a bit grim, but now it's better. Or afterwards you just feel great because you've been outside, got some exercise, got all those endorphins going. It's not a bad thing. So that, my friends, is type 2 fun. It's a good thing to have, type 2 fun. some graffiti of quite a good standard along here actually. There was a new roadway built around Newark a few years ago. This is a new section of the cycle path going up and over it. It's rather muddy down there. So the majority of this cycle path is actually tarmac, so there's not too much of the gravelly rough stuff. It is pretty smooth tarmac. I don't know the history of this railway line, but I think it originally went almost to Bottisford, I think, but it's only the part from Cotham towards Newark that is sort of still in existence. I think the rest has been grown over long since. It would be quite a big job to make that into a cycle path, I think. But this is a lovely path. So now we're just alongside the lake. So he's still out there this morning. Until I actually came on this path a few years ago, I didn't know the existence of these lakes. They're just on the edge of Boulderton, which is the village going into Newark. Kind of effectively joins up with Newark, but it is technically a separate place. To Newark Centre now, just running alongside the railway for a bit, and then we'll go up and pop out at Northgate Station. So we're just coming in now to the station. Just negotiate this. So if you are from coming into Newark from sort of Long Bennington, Balderson direction, it's a great way to come in, because coming into London, coming into Newark, there's a road called London Road, which is really busy. It's not the best kind of road to run on a bike, so this is a really good way to come in. So I'm actually going to head back down it now before I head off out back into the country again. Check out this fella. He's not very big, this fella. Cute though. So I decided to take a little excursion off the planned route. It maybe wasn't the best thing to do. I've been across muddy fields and some very muddy tracks. Just on the last mile or so along this bank which has been dug between some fields and this river. It's hard work. You know that muddy grass that zaps all of the strength you've got out your arm, out your legs. Oh. But I think I'm not far from the road now. I can hear the road, so yeah, I'll be glad to get back on the road. But the mudguards behaved okay, didn't get too clogged, and you can see they've protected the rear derailleur. Look, there's a lot of mud. So the road is beckoning. Oh. So I'm back on a concrete track. This one's a little bit different though. I'm just collecting up a couple of velo viewer squares, and this track is actually going around the perimeter of Fulbeck Airfield, which I've never actually been to before. Not this part of it anyway. It's a go-kart track. I've had these two squares sitting on the edge of my main area for quite a while. I've been close to them, but not into them. So I thought, whilst I'm out this way, I'm going to collect them. So I think that should actually fill up, if I remember rightly, it's going to fill up one corner of my velo viewer. So fill up a little block that I'm missing. Still murky though. There's no fresh rain, but it's very, very foggy and very murky. So I'm now on a bit of a perimeter tarmac. I think somewhere over that way is the go-kart track, but it's so murky, you've got no chance of seeing it. So I just come out of the Fulbeck Airfield. Apparently it's a training area, it says there. And over here, we're training troops. I was going to go to a coffee shop at Claypole, which is not far from here, not too far at least. But I have a sneaking suspicion it's closed. So I am 36 miles in now. It's not getting any brighter, it is still murky. Just fancy a nice sausage and egg sandwich or something. I might have to have that when I get in. Guess what? It's still murky. That little detour to get those velo viewer squares added a few miles, and I'm on 58.5 now. And I've got 2 miles to go to get back. So I shall just top 60, and that's going to be my longest ride of this year. So on that bombshell, I'll say goodbye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell icon, and I'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.